Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be doing a really pretty blue look on the eyes. I've already prepped my face, like washed it, and I'm going in with my moisturizer. It's the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier. It has SPF 45 in it, and literally it is the best one that I have found for my skin. I have very oily skin, so as you can see, I lather it on. It works really well, and it's the only one that I feel like has actually worked for my skin. Next, I went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's my first time using it, so I was a little bit worried that it was going to make me even more oily because I've had that problem before. But as you can see, I thought it smelled really good. I started with a little bit, and then I realized I should probably go a little bit more, and I totally got like a big ol' chunk of it. It looked really pretty on the skin. It gave this gorgeous like blurred effect to it, and I just haven't used anything that actually worked like that for me. Everything that like blurs usually is kind of silicone feeling, and it makes me more oily, I found. So to try this one out and to actually really like it is a huge win, and I'm gonna keep using it. I obviously haven't been able to use it like on a whole day because usually on my days I'm like out and about, and right now I'm not. So the next step I did was go in with my Dermablend translucent powder with a Real Technique sponge, and I am putting powder on before I put my foundation because that also helps control the oil. So I'm just adding a little extra layer of protection. For foundation, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Sand. I think it is a little bit light for me because I do make some faces after everything is on. So we'll see how that works out for me. But I really love the coverage of this. It's medium to full, so you can add on another layer if you need more coverage, but it's not going to feel like gross or anything on your skin. It's not going to feel heavy, which is what I love about it. It gives you this really pretty natural finish, almost like your skin but better, because you know you were born this way, girl. But yeah, I really love it. It is looking a little bit light on me actually, and especially my forehead area because it gets darker up there obviously, which is why I bronze up there. But like I said, it gives really pretty coverage, and I really like it. I'm making some faces. Yes. Okay, next I'm going in with the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced in the color Warm Beige. That one is looking a little bit light too, but I do like my concealer to be a little bit lighter than my foundation, which is usually what you want to go for if you're trying to highlight your face. The only problem is if you have foundation that's a little bit light on you, then adding a lighter concealer is just going to do more damage. But I do end up fixing it later on in the video. But yeah, I just go in and highlight, cover them dark circles because I haven't been sleeping, you know, stress and anxiety and all of that. Yeah. I look like a ghost, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it. Next step is I'm going back in with my Dermablend powder with the Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just powdering my face, which ends up making me look even more ghostly. But this is definitely a step that I need to have because, like I said before, I am oily. I do have oily skin. Next, I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix powder in the color C7. I do this to kind of get my color back on track because, as you can see, I do look very light right now. So I just pat it all over and put like a little layer. It adds a little bit more coverage, so if you're like looking for that full beat, girl, you got it. But it's not going to be super heavy on top of everything else. Unless you're not used to wearing makeup, then obviously it's going to feel heavy. But if you're a regular makeup wearer like me, it's going to kind of just add a little bit more color back into your skin. All right, now I'm going in with a flat fluffy brush, or like slanted fluffy brush, with my Too Faced contour palette. I don't think they make that one anymore, but I'm going in with the medium and the dark colors, mixing them together to contour up my face and get some of that color back in there, that natural color where it goes. Yes, girl, yes, get it. Create that jawline that you don't have because you have a double chin. It's okay, we're working on getting rid of that double chin. Just gonna go back in again. I don't like it to look too dark because I do add bronzer as well. I go in with a Morphe brush to contour my nose, get that little button nose going. I don't bronze my nose like this. I bronze it differently. But like I said, I don't put too much because I know I'm going to go in with bronzer right after. I'm going to use that same brush that I used for the contour with the bronzer. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. And I'm just adding it. I haven't used that one in a while, so it was a little bit shocking because it was a little bit darker than I expected it to be. But when you see the ending look after everything, like it's gonna match because it's like literally full beat. All right, next I'm going in with my Lancome blush in the color A Plume and a fluffy Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna put that on my cheeks. It looks purple in the pan, but it shows up pink on me, so I really like it. I used to use a peach one all the time, but this one is my new favorite. Add a little color back into my skin. Now I'm using a Real Techniques setting brush with the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, and I'm just highlighting my cheeks. I'm gonna highlight my nose as well in a minute, but I like to look super highlighted. This is also my favorite one. Like, I haven't found another one. I'll probably say it again, but I have not found another one that I loved as much as this one. Alright, next up I'm doing my brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, and I'm using a NYX brow brush with a spoolie at the end. The pomade, I usually only use it whenever I'm trying to do like a full glam look. I use their Brow Wiz when I'm doing a little bit more of a natural look because the pomade can get really dark and it can create a snatched brow, like, for sure, but it can be a little too thick if you're trying to like throw on some brows really quick for running some errands or something, unless you're like very skilled and have time to like sit there and make it a little softer, which I've done that before too, and it looks really pretty, but it can very easily go very wrong and very dark. And I'm using the color Ebony in that one. As you can see, I also will go in and add little strokes in the front to make it look like little hairs, so it looks a little bit more natural. And I just create a little bit of an arch. Boom. Yes, they are done. Now with my brows, I am kind of a perfectionist, so as you can see, I'm looking and I'm trying to see if they're like perfect like I want them, but I also don't want to spend too much more time on it, so I'm like, whatever. Next, I'm going in with an e.l.f. their white eyeshadow primer. I haven't used it before either. This is my first time using it. I like how light it got. I don't think I have anything else white to use that will be tacky enough to stick on the eyeshadows and to make them last very long. I also ended up really liking this primer as well. And it's super easy to like blend in with your finger and you can still move it around. Now that I have both eyes primed, I'm starting off with the fun colors. Make sure you close your e.l.f. primer so it doesn't dry out. The first color I'm going in with is the MAC single eyeshadow in the color Trennial Wave. It's a satin finish. Oh my gosh, when I saw this color, I was obsessed and I knew I had to use it in makeup look. I knew I had to buy it. So this was literally one of the best decisions I ever made. I usually don't try to buy single pot eyeshadows, but this one was just like irresistible. It's so gorgeous. The pigment is beautiful and I just love the way that it looks on my eyes. All right, now I'm going in with the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival Palette by Stacey Marie. I'm going in with that super dark color called Mood, and I'm just creating a little darkness right in there in the outer crease. I'm going to end up doing a halo eye, which I hadn't decided at the moment. By the way, the brush that I'm using is a Morphe M518, and I use it for the whole blue eyeshadow look, like the whole part on the top. But yeah, I'm going in and just blending it up and out, giving it like a blown out look. It paired really beautifully. Right here I'm like, oh, this looks really good. I can remember what I was thinking, and I feel like because of that is why I decided to do the halo eye. I was like, oh yeah. So now I'm just blending it on the inner part of my eye as well. It's gonna look a little crazy for just a second because it is like super dark in some spots where it's not naturally that dark. People don't usually put color there, but you can see the halo eye starting to form, and that is the most exciting part. I'm going in with that same palette. I'm taking a Morphe M173 brush and the color Naked, and I'm going to blend that blue into the upper part of my eye, right underneath my brow, so that it blends out really pretty and then it looks more cohesive. It looks like a unit. That's a really good trick too for if you have eyeshadow that's not blending. I was like, oh yeah, she looks like a bad girl, yes. But yeah, if it's not blending correctly, that's a great tip to use. Now I'm taking the Stila Little White Lies liquid eyeshadow in Mint Myth, and it's supposed to be green, but I've always used it. Every time I use it, it looks blue on me, so I was like, I'm gonna use this color for sure. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. I was like, okay, this look is coming together real cute. Yes, she's cute. All right, next I'm going a little crazy. I'm going in with the NYX Vivid Brights liquid eyeliner in the color Vivid Halo. I love the contrast between the blue and the yellow. It's so pretty, and I was praying that I wouldn't mess up the look. This is like the most stressful part, because if you're doing something drastic like this and you mess it up, it's like, ugh. So I was trying not to laugh. I was trying to like stay calm and create the perfect wing because I didn't want to ruin anything. But definitely loved that color combo. I've done it before too with a pink eye, like a pink really pretty glittery eye, and then I put the yellow on top, and it looked really pretty too. So it takes time to perfect, but it looks really pretty at the end. I was like dancing. I was, yes, get it. I did that look. All right, praying one more time, and boom, both eyes are done, and both eyes look great. And I'm dancing. I had music on in the background for sure. All right, the next thing I did was I went in with my Stila Micro Tip black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and my Ardell Wispies to top off the look. Added Benefit Bad Gal Bang to make everything look more cohesive and blend everything together. And then I decided to add a little bit of liner on the bottom to give it more of a pop of color. It was the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the color Vivid, and it looks so pretty. The only thing was that there was blue under there, so it kind of like got lost a little bit. So I was trying to put as much as I could And then I went in with that same Carnival palette and took the color Wasted on a brush, like a pointed brush, and just took the tip and tried to brighten that color a little bit more, make it stand out a little bit more. Which it did. And then I took my Bad Gal Bang again and just mascaraed, I don't even think that's a word, put mascara on the bottom lashes to finish off the eye look. And I was so happy with that eye look. I loved the way that it came out. Last but not least, lips. And I took my tried and true NYX Suede Lip Liner in the color Los Angeles. It's my perfect nude. It will always be my perfect nude. And I do not ever use a lipstick with it. I just line my lips and just like put it all over and then pop a gloss on top usually. I love the way that it looks. I've loved it for like 3 years. That's why it's so small. And then I went ahead and took the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme and just plopped that right on top to give it a little bit of shine. I didn't want like a super glossy look because the eyes already looked kind of glossy and I didn't want to take away from the eyes too much. And yep, that's the finished look. I was so happy. I took so many pictures and I was just obsessed with the way that it came out. Loved it. I went and did my hair, you know, finished off the look, got real cute or whatever. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.